But tell me why I sat in this chair for 45 minutes and he did this to my face. And a word to you haters, hating on the growth. Flint City, Michigan, 18-0, 2 Olympic gold medals. Favored. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Claressa Shields gets nominated for a BET Sportswoman of the Year 2026 award. Man, stop. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Claressa Shields gets nominated for yet another, just like the other, a BET award. Claressa Shields has been in the limelight for all of the wrong reasons, yet and still BET Awards 2026 on Paramount Plus. If you want to sign up for Paramount Plus, use my affiliate link in the description, right? And they got various categories, right? Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion, Ella May, Doechii. These are like the musical. T.I., Let 'Em Know, right? Anderson .Paak, Director X. Where the heck is this? All right, album of the year. I'm trying to get to the sportswoman. Actresses, actors. Oh my goodness. Best movie. Him. Man, stop. I heard highest. I love Denzel too, but I heard that's not that good either. These are terrible. Sinners was awesome. Okay, boom. Finally. Favored. Hype me up. So, Sportswoman of the Year, these are the nominees. A'ja Wilson, Angel Reese, your girl Claressa. You got Coco. First of all, I'm not even going to read all of them. Naomi Osaka, Sha'Carri, blah, 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 right? In my opinion, they got way too many nominees in each category. That's just weird. I feel like I don't even watch the BET Awards. I don't think the BET Awards has been popping for quite some time. So I don't watch it. I don't watch most award shows. But when we're talking about award shows, like imagine if the Academy Award, the Oscars did this. So there's 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. That's like 9 nominees per category. It's too much. I feel like Best Actor should be Leonardo DiCaprio, Michael B. Jordan, Robert Downey Jr., whatever, and maybe one other person. I think that's how the Oscars do it. So 9 per, it's like you got a lot of filler, in my opinion. Usually in these type of categories, you got defining people, and then some people, they could be good, but for that particular year, good enough to be on a list with like A'ja Wilson, who's probably the front runner, I would say. So the bottom line is Claressa Shields, it's like they just threw her on. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not hating. Y'all know I ain't never hated on nobody. But BET, if you let Claressa Shields win this Sportswoman of the Year, it's going to be viewed in such a negative light. Because we're talking about, I would presume, in the last rolling 12 months, right? So 2025 to 2026. And if you look at Claressa's current career, what has she done in the last year that is really being regarded as anything positive? You hit Bumgardner, and now the public has swayed. You didn't need to do that. Got banned from MVP, right? You attack fans. You're going ham on the gram and cussing people out. You had the Maserati Bud at the top of the year. Maserati Bud and 50 Cent beef, right? Hey, it's 50 Cent. G-Unit. Hey, something special. Now, I don't think I won't hit you because I'm popular. I got a P90 Ruger to pot at you. Right? You've been beefing with everybody. You've been blocking everybody. How can you even be, for real, if this wasn't filler, how can you even be a nominee amongst this other greatness? Sha'Carri, Angel, A'ja, It don't even make sense. You've had the worst year. What did my boy say? Jay-Z to Nas, he said, matter of fact, you had the worst flow in the whole effing song, and I know sun don't shine, the sun don't like, matter of fact, you had the worst year on this whole list. Whole voice. Yup, it's perfect. Everybody else had a significantly better year, and they're not being regarded. They got active petitions out on Claressa Shields right now. How are you on here? But nonetheless, she's the nominee. It is what it is. This is what Claressa had to say. Back again, nominated for BET Sportswoman of the Year, second year in a row. Undisputed, undefeated, unmatched, 2 Olympic gold medals. Same spill every time. Wash, rinse, repeat. Every major world title. Man, I'm not reading on that. Biopic about my life. The most decorated boxer alive, man or woman. Yeah, you off that Pookie. Man, cute. Scotty, I don't want to die. Scotty, give me Bro, that's Pookie right there. To say you're the most decorated boxer alive, man or woman? All right, bro. All right. I don't even know what to say. And like, man, come on. Man, keep calling me, man. Keep calling. If that's not Sportswoman of the Year, what is? Thank you, BET, for seeing me. The quote doesn't stop. Tune in, blah, blah, blah. She's been nominated 4 times and never won, to my knowledge. You guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm probably not because I'm thorough, right? So this is what happens. Another bad thing is if Claressa does win, right? Which, my personal opinion, I would say Asia Wilson would probably. She just got a ship last year, right? 2025. She's a 3X she's a 3X champion and championship winner. She don't have petitions out against her, and she got it going on. Other people popping, Sha'Carri, Angel Reese, all of them are popping. Claressa is clearly being received in the worst light out of all of them. But this is what happens when you have unchecked behavior go on for so long, right? Now it makes Claressa Shields feel empowered. So BET, to allow her to win this award, she's already saying, I'm the most accomplished of all time, man alive or whatever. You would just be enabling her, right? Because now we won't hear the end of it, right? We don't hear the end of the 2-time Olympic gold medals and all this type of stuff. Lotto mentioned her in a song. The funny thing is, what y'all got in common is y'all both got dudes that are pretty much married, to my understanding. Someone said 21 Savage got some stuff going on, and Lotto got pregnant and she the side piece. And then Papoose, we already know he legally married. And here's the thing. If Papoose wasn't legally married, right, and the whole internet is like, hey, you would have married man, you a mistress, you the side piece, blah, 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 you would have been showed proof if that was all cap. You'd be like, oh, yeah, what's this? And you would have showed the paperwork, right? But, of course, it's Claressa Shields. She ain't never going to show paperwork. She's going to tell you, I got a cease and desist against 50 Cent, but we never hear. What's the update on that lawsuit? Again, crickets. Lotto mentioned her. She said, first Meg Thee Stallion, now Lotto mentioning me and my man in a song. That's what I'm talking about. This ish overly loaded. A hater could kiss my butt, and love and respect too loud. Bro, this girl out of here. Nobody care about that funky song. Nobody care that you got name dropped. You're the punchline. Of course you're going to get name dropped. Everybody, Rihanna said your name. But what that mean? What that mean? At the end of the day, when you get back, you got them petitions waiting for you. Dead homies. So, like, you could bring up all this other stuff, but, like, at the end of it, okay, cool. People mention your name in the song. Eminem said Paulie Malignaggi name in the song, and he got beat up twice back to back in bare knuckle. So what is that proving? So again, if BET gave this girl an award, they're just going to be enabling her. She posting pictures like she pregnant. I don't even know what this is about, right? But her and her girlfriends, I guess, posted pictures like they pregnant. This is what you would be enabling. The person who kicks kids out of her own toy drive because they got beef with the mama, right? The person who's bickering and constantly sneak dissing and subbing her family, ex-friends, all this type of stuff. This girl's supposed to be on vacation, and it says people build lies around your name so their hate won't look like jealousy. Bro, you're with a married man. Like, who's jealous? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Why do you think people are jealous? Who even wants whatever you got? Your makeup, you didn't even like it, and everybody roasting you for it. Go look at the comments, right? You don't have to take my word for it. So it's like this girl, she's on an ego trip, and my name Ego. Ain't that about something? Keep saying people are jealous. What do you think they're jealous of? Remy Ma confronted Papoose and said he got a gambling addiction. What in that do you feel that people aspire to have? Nobody's looking at you or y'all as relationship goals. Oh, but my man, he put out 12 albums in a year. Yeah, and 12 people didn't even listen to it. It went 12 times triple wood. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you put out 12 albums in a year, you should be all over the radio. So that actually makes it worse that you said that, right? And she keep putting these like quotes and stuff about haters and talking about haters. Aren't you supposed to be on vacay? You're a good person until you can't give them money anymore, right? Bro, this is a miserable life to lead where you are so enamored and infatuated with the opinions of others. You claim that you're not into the opinions of others, but you can say whatever. Your actions show what it really is. Why do you care about haters so much? Imagine Boxingego going on a trip with the old lady, right? And the whole time I'm live streaming, walking and smiling. You don't even know how to be natural. You've lived a facade for so long, you don't even know how to be natural. I follow many different people, none the least of some of them are bad chicks, right? That are traveling. And when I see their story, they're not walking and trotting down, holding their camera, fake smiling. That don't even look natural. It don't look, who does that? You are so consumed with being a baddie. Remy Ma said you want to be a baddie, but you're not bad enough, right? That's her lyric. And it's like, do you even want to box? You doing fake prego pictures? You worried about sportswomen? I don't even think it's about the boxing anymore. You want attention. You want to be like known. You want to be in the spotlight. You know what I'm thinking now? I don't think she want to box like that. I think she wants to, or she was planning on like transitioning to like an influencer of sorts, and she wanted to make money that way. That's what I'm really starting to believe. I'm not saying she'll never box again. I'm not saying that. But I truly believe that her heart might not be fully into just boxing. It seems like you're eating whatever kind of food you want, which is not good for a professional athlete, that eventually, you just said in that video where you're trashing Shadesha and Alicia Baumgartner that you were going to drop down to 160. But you're on vacation talking about ice mill clout chasers. Like, this got to be a miserable life to be so self-absorbed, so worried about how you look. And then people are saying you bleach your skin. I don't know if that's true or not, but we know the makeup didn't blend well. Like your shoulders and your upper torso or whatever look different complexion from the makeup you had on. But you were the same one that said all this stuff about light-skinned people. You're like, ooh, light-skinned girls, they always are hating. Yeah, I know I look pretty. Get off my, because I look good and y'all mad and y'all jelly and blah, 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 blah. So you said all that about light-skinned women only to do your makeup a lighter complexion than your actual skin tone. Got it. This girl is confused. She tries to take the identity of other. It's like the movie Single White Female, right? Where you're trying to take over the lifestyle. Remember Hand to Rocks the Cradle, all them 90s movies, right? This is what it seems like. People say Layla Ali's good at this, Remy Ma's good at this, Baumgartner looks like this or is good at this, and you try to inherit all that. Even your best friend, ex-best friend, you can't keep a friend or family members in your corner for, right? Her name is Nigeria, Naya the GOAT. You used to be called T-Rex. Now all of a sudden you Ressa the GOAT. So Naya the GOAT, and then now you Prince changing your name and you Ressa the GOAT. You stole that from her. She was that before you were that. And then you got the nerve to diss people you want to be like. Evidently, I could never. I'll never name my company, name my brand, name my rap name or whatever off of some I don't want to be like, that I don't rock with. If BET allow this girl to win that award, I think it'll be the worst thing for Claressa Shields, because then it's bad enough these rappers are mentioning her in songs, or Papoose or Rihanna mentioned her. But if she wins this award finally after 4 tries or whatever it's been, then her ego's gonna be more inflated. And I promise you, GOAT stands, you guys really are not fans of this girl, because what you are doing is inflating her head, making her feel justified in the way she's treating people. And then the internet is speaking out and she can't handle it. That's why she got 1 million burner accounts and all this type of stuff, and on vacation, but still bickering about what people who aren't even on the island are talking about. Imagine me being on an island somewhere in the Caribbean and I'm worried about trolls or y'all didn't like my makeup and all. Like, this is just goofy behavior, and y'all some goofies for even encouraging this. And then the people like myself and others that are speaking out, we're only reacting to what we're given. Right? People are like, oh, you're a clout chaser. You want to talk about her. You need her. I want her off the internet to take a breather. So that will prove it. Tell her to get off the internet for 6 months to 8 months. And I guarantee you, my channel will be running just like normal. You know what I mean? She refuses to do it. So you can't say, oh, I'm the algorithm. I'm the algorithm. And then get mad when people are reacting to what you did. Nobody's lying on Claressa. She's famous for saying, oh, y'all haters, y'all lying. To this day, Wilder voice, she still ain't said nothing that anybody that has said about her that was an outright lie. And then what she'll do, because she's a master manipulator, like Kendrick Lamar said, is she'll do the bullying, and then when it backfire, then she want to revert to God and put God's name on it and put that out there like she's God-fearing. And really, I would never do that, because it's blasphemous and you're using the Lord's name in vain, right? If you're so God-fearing, why you kick a little kid out your toy drive empty-handed because you didn't like the mama, instead of being like, you know what, you disrespect me, but I'll be the bigger person. And I'm in the public eye, so it'll probably be a bad look if this story is printed. You didn't care. Not only did you not care, you talked about it by your own accord. This girl's off her meds or rocker or whatever. Even if all that happened, why would you even incriminate yourself and talk about it? You hit Bumgardner and then say, yeah, get your lick back. Get your lick back. Why would you even do that? Like, it's bad enough you already did it, but you're bragging about it. You know what I mean? And then you got Des Bryant, all these people trying to come up, Lil Duval. We don't worry about nothing they talk about. You probably saying, Des Bryant probably saying that because he was in them pictures with Bumgardner or something behind the scenes happened, and now you trying to, get a dig in on her. We ain't worried about that. And a lot of these people chiming in, either they don't know the full story and they know Claressa's a good fighter, so they be like, oh, you're just saying it because she's dark-skinned. Bro, why are they not saying it about Sha'Carri Richardson or Issa Rae or anybody else? Angela Bassett. Ain't nobody like, oh, Angela Bassett's a piece of ain't nobody saying that. Angela Bassett to this day is fine and got body. Bro, give me an Angela Bassett over how Claressa acts and presents herself. You know what I mean? So miss me with all that. People are showing up late and trying to defend it, and you're not even qualified. You ain't been following the story. So again, I stamp that. If BT, first of all, if BT, out of all these nominees, all these beautiful women that are nominees, if Claressa wins, I'm going to assume there was some kind of favor owed or some win record. I don't know. I'm going to think on some conspiracy theory, because I don't see how your year, she talking about, oh, I had a biopic. You had a biopic in 2024. This ain't no Vanguard award. This ain't no award. It's like a what have you done for me lately award, right? Like, what have you done recently? That's like Denzel being nominated for an Oscar, and then Leonardo and Michael B. Jordan did Sinners and Battle After One. battle after another or whatever, and then you're not judging Denzel by his most recent movie, the higher and lower, highest to lowest or whatever, you be like, oh, but he was in Glory. Man, that was in like 1988. And my boy Denzel was taking them lashes. Yeah, okay. You trying to break me. I won't be crying today, huh? Right? So, yeah, Claressa spouting out all her lifelong accomplishments. That's not what these shows are even about. It's supposed to be about the recency. It's like a recency award. So anyway, I won't be watching no matter what. And I'm obviously I'm on social media, so I'll hear about it through that. If Claressa Shields wins, when you have petitions out against you, you've been nasty with people, you and your boyfriend got videos pretty much mocking, saying that Shadacia Green sucked after she got stretchered out. How are you Sportswoman of the Year? So maybe my definition ain't on par with what a sportswoman is, what a champion is, but I don't see how Claressa gonna win this. I think they just threw her name on because she's been on in the past and she's accomplished. But for her to even be listed with all these other people, like Sha'Carri got bad press for smoking tree. That ain't nothing. I wouldn't even be mad. Like Claressa actually popped and then got it cleared up or whatever about smoking tree. So that's light work. You treating people bad, that's something different. You know what I mean? So yeah, we talking about different things. Y'all let me know if Claressa gonna win and hype me up. Man, stop playing. Y'all need to comment these videos to death and let your voices be heard.